All right, everyone, we're here at the Sound of Market.
When you gonna do my video? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
No problem. Continuing our Black Friday.
He is playing some music up in here. Y'all need to come out here and hang, shop, and just hang. Okay, I'm sorry.
No problem. Soul Fusion Media, Miss Denise King.
That is me.
Legendary Miss Denise King.
Oh, that's
okay?
so sweet.
So today I'm being schooled, so I'm going to kind of just ask her a couple questions and then let her school me, basically, all right?
Okay.
First of all, born and raised in Philly, or?
I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, yes.
Okay.
West Philly, ho.
And you, you currently live where?
Well, I live part-time in Philly, and I live part-time in Paris.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I spend half my time here and half my time in Europe.
Give me a small overview of your body of work. I mean, you know, somebody come up to you, Ms. Denise King, who are you? You would say, I would say I am the jazz lady. That's me. Period.
That's what I do. I mean, not period. Because, I mean, I've done stuff with Dexter Wanzel of Philly International Records fame. And I've done some background. I did a couple of things with Phyllis Hyman. I did background on a couple of press CDs. I did a couple with Lou Rawls. So, but jazz is... I mean, I'm a preservationist. I think it's important to preserve that music. So that's who I am. That's who you are. And I've recorded, I self-produced 4 CDs. 4. Live in Japan, Now Ain't That Love, Simply Mellow, and Fever.
Okay.
I produced those myself and just recently got signed to this new label, Crystal Records. I'm so happy.
Okay. So this new project, what are you looking to do? Is this just to continue with some good music, or is it something new, or is it a new journey, or...
It's kind of, it's kind of like it's something old but something new at the same time. The label said to me, "Oh, you're gonna write. You're gonna write some music this time."
Okay.
And I said, "Well, I don't write. I'm not a writer. I don't write music. I write for me."
Right.
And they said, "Oh no, you're going to write."
Okay.
So I wrote. 4 songs on the new project, and that's the newest part. I'd never written before.
Beautiful project.
Thank
you.
Here's
my signature question that I ask all artists: how does music make you feel, or feed your soul? How does music feed your soul?
Well, music, and I'm so grateful that I have it, because music has. I used to be a person who held my feelings inside. It was difficult for me to emote.
Okay. So
music gave me a place to put feelings that I didn't know where to put. It gave me a place to put stuff, So most of when people hear my CDs, they're hearing that emotion that I never got a chance to just speak.
Okay.
Until recently. Now I just kind of say what was on my mind. I say it.
In these days and time when music evolves so much, or continuously evolves, is it a task to continue what you do as far as creating that good music, or is it just, hey, that's what I do?
You know what I'm going to tell you. Maybe the first 15 years or so, it was a task. It really was, because you put so much energy into making something happen. I gotta make this happen. I gotta, I gotta get that hit. I gotta. But now I just kind of do it because I love it. I love it. Okay. I absolutely love it.
So where could our listening audience find your good music out of me? Is there a website? Is there?
I have a website, DeniseKingSings.com. That's my website, and they can always find me on Facebook. Denise King? Yeah, Denise King on Facebook. So that's basically it.
Is your music in all stores or selective stores? Because I know right now there's a difference between the major stores and mom and pop stores.
Well, that's the challenge for artists now. The outlets where you could usually get your product, where you could place your product, it's dwindled. So now you're dealing with more of the digital age.
Yes,
so
most base.
Most people, a lot of people buy their music online. But with the newest project, I'm happy to say that Jazz Sound is the only place that people can get it in the United States.
Wow. That's big.
No, in the United States.
That's big, people. You heard what she just said, right?
This is the only place.
Jazz Sound. Wow!
Because it was released in Paris. It was released in France, and we kind of been pushing to get it over here in the States. And when I talked to Daryl King, of course, I said, "Can I bring some?" And he said, "When can I get some?"
That's Daryl.
so I bought some, and this is the only place in the United States where people can actually physically buy the CD unless they come and see me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, quick question here. The perception of music across the country there, right?
Right.
As opposed to the States. What do you think about that? Is it more love there than the States?
Unfortunately, particularly for the jazz genre. Jazz is such an awesome music, but it is limping in this country. It's limping. It doesn't get the support that it should have. Right. It doesn't get the recognition that it deserves, and it's limping along. But so many jazz artists leave here and go to Europe or Japan because there's such a great love of the music. I mean, people support the music so strongly. It's just like, I remember I did a concert one night, and it was so quiet. I was singing and it was quiet, and I got a little bit unnerved because I was like, people aren't talking. There's no blenders going, mixing drinks. Right. But people are, it's like the music is revered. Okay. Like they really hold it as something sacred. Wow. And they respect it. And then the other thing is the government. Most of the jazz concerts and festivals that I did, the government subsidized. So it was, it's just easier over there. Like I toured from May until the end of September. I was rolling. Wow. Yeah, and you come back.
I noticed a lot of artists, they do that. That's what
you do. I mean,
and that's different genres of music. Not just jazz alone, but a lot of different artists I know get more support. Across these.
They do. So it's just a greater appreciation, and kind of here in the States, we're like, what's the newest thing? What's the latest thing? Always. What's the hottest thing? It's, like flash in the pan. But over there, if you were famous in 1920, right,
you still got to play.
you still famous across the ocean.
Okay.
Here, you might be working at the local Rite Aid or the Walmart or something. But over there, you're still a superstar. Okay. Like I remember when I was on the road with, I did background for Billy Paul. Wow. And Billy Paul, me and Mrs. Jones.
That's right.
We were on the road, and I was absolutely I was so proud and so stunned at the same time because people were chasing a limo and screaming, and,
right.
And I'm like, he was a superstar here in the States, but he's a duper star.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Ocean.
Yeah.
And I mean that is just how they treat the music. It's not like you're yesterday's news or you're like a loaf of bread.
Understood. Well, here at Soul Fusion Media, and our main company is soulfusion.com. we consider ourselves the leaders of good music.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what genre, what type of music, just the leaders of good quality music.
Yeah.
We know the FM dial doesn't give you a lot of play, folks, but as you can see, we're getting closer and closer to the greats. Miss Denise King, B1. Always, it's a blessed privilege for us to get next to these artists, and I'm glad to be here with us so you can understand about what good music it is. You know what I mean? And we're going to continue to bring you good music and good artists that you don't know nothing about, because one of the issues is they seem to be programmed. And our mission is to deprogram them.
Well,
you know what I mean?
This is the thing, you have to deprogram people. And I was just telling a young lady who was here earlier, you have to experience new and different music, new and different artists, new and different genres. Don't let the media, don't let people just feed you stuff and you don't step outside of that box. Explore other artists. Give the up and coming artists some props, some exposure, because we need it.
That's it.
I've been doing this. I'm 35, but I've been doing this for 27 years.
That's it. I consider better.
My son is 40. My son is actually older.
You're 35? Yeah, okay. No problem. Again, people, we're here with Miss Denise King. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
People, stay tuned. We're going to bring more artists to you. You know what I mean? Again, like she said, you have to step outside the box and open up your mind and explore. You know what I mean? Good music is there for you, and it will feed your soul. I'm the Untouchable DJ BEAVE. This is Miss Denise King. Soul Fussion Media, signing out.
Deuces.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.